Well, folks, between June 12th and today, the 25th, the office of Mark Poloncarz, Erie County Executive, released 3 press releases that I would have to say are just a textbook case example of your county at work. This man has to be a very busy person, and this morning we welcome Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz. Thanks for being with us, Mr. Poloncarz.
It's always my pleasure to be here, John.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. Peter Anderson kind of made me laugh. He said your initiatives for a smart economy, he said you could do the whole hour on that. So why don't we talk about that?
Why don't we start there?
Yeah, let's start there.
What we did is we looked at what Erie County government is involved in the economic development field. The Western New York Regional Economic Development Council is playing a key role in developing our economy and growing jobs. But Erie County government plays a huge role as well. So what we wanted to do was find attainable initiatives, not pie in the sky that would take 25 years. We've seen enough of that here.
Oh, yes.
So I wanted to do attainable initiatives that impact our economy to create jobs. We identified 12 sectors of the economy, and we came up with 64 initiatives to create jobs using Erie County as a tool. When I say Erie County, I'm talking about Erie County government.
Okay.
As a tool to create jobs, whether it's through workforce development, by ensuring the jobs that are available are filled by trained employees here, taking the land that we have and making certain we have appropriate shovel-ready sites, working on smart growth issues. It encompasses so much. It's available for anybody to read on our website, www.erie.gov. Right on the main page, there's a link to it. But we're going to work with our partners in government and the private sector to create a competitive environment so businesses can grow here using the tools that already exist in Erie County government.
Well, looking at these 12 things, it looks like any one of them would keep you pretty busy. Is there any one that's probably more important than the others?
Well, there's so many of them that each have an important role. We're piggybacking off of what the Western New York Regional Economic Development Council did, especially as it pertains to tourism, workforce development, international trade. I believe that it's very important that we take advantage of the international location that we have. Canada is the United States' largest trading partner. Its economic hub is Toronto, which is 90 miles away. But it might as well have been 9,000 miles away, because while they come to our Sabres games and our Bills games and shop in our malls, they haven't been investing in our economy. They've been going to Tennessee and Texas and Florida. Well, we're going up there and we're attracting those businesses in here, and that's what you see when you drive down Route 5 and you see the development on the old Bethlehem Steel site. That's welded tube of Canada, investing over $40 million, creating over 100 jobs in the long run. We need to take advantage of our geostrategic location right here on the border of Canada to help grow our economy, because we're not going to see businesses from Texas or Florida move to Buffalo, but there's a very good chance we're going to see Canadian businesses that are looking to create operations in the United States move here. So that's a key area. We talk about workforce development. When I mean the jobs issue, most people say we don't have any jobs, but we actually do have lots of jobs that go unfulfilled because people aren't being trained for those jobs, especially in the old blue-collar areas like welders, machinists, tool and die guys. Those are a big portion of our economy, and most of the people associated with those jobs are starting to retire out. We need to train individuals through workforce development training to ensure that when these jobs open, and they are open right now, there are qualified candidates from here to fill those jobs. Otherwise, what's going to happen, the businesses are going to move those jobs to elsewhere in the country where they can fill them. So workforce development is a key area. As I said, each one of the sectors that we identified, of the 12 sectors, are very important to our economy. The one thing we learned about our economy is there's no one sector that's more important than the other.
Okay.
Tourism is no more important than the financial industry. Health sciences is no more important than, say, agriculture. Each of those is an important portion of our economy. When you click on the link, if you look at the site where we have the report, you'll notice that it's a bunch of gears, because each of these sectors are gears that work in concert with each other, and that's what drives our economy. And we want to make certain each of those gears are strong and are keep on pumping and turning for many years to come.
Those look like 12 very important areas to develop.
We have to focus on these because they're the base of our economy. We will only grow our economy by making certain where we do the best work, we're the strongest. And right now, these are the areas that we know we can succeed, especially compared to anywhere in the country.
It's wonderful. We congratulate you on the progress you've made so far. And before we run out of time, we want to let folks know that our score of public health emergency preparedness has increased immensely. It's the highest it's been since 2009, and it lets people know that Erie County is ready for just about any kind of an emergency, bioterrorism, whatever.
Correct. When I came into office as county executive, Erie County's numbers were failing. I didn't think it was appropriate as a government. We need to be there to protect the people of our community, and I tasked my Department of Health, Emergency Services, Central Police Services to do what was necessary to increase that rating. And the ratings from the National Center for Disease and Prevention Control, we went from a 65 to 2 years later a 95, which means we are one of the highest rated communities in the country. If there's a bioterrorism issue, if there's a health risk with, say, some sort of plague of pandemic that we have to worry about, unfortunately you have to worry about those things today.
Right.
We are prepared, and we will be able to react and protect our public.
That's wonderful, Mark. We thank you for the good news this morning. We really do.
It's always good to be here.
It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.